here. Hi, everybody. How was your weekend? I hope you did something good. I know it was pretty rainy, but I hope you were able to get outside or do something fun with your family, like play a game, read a story, make a craft. Those are all really fun things to do. So what's going on? I miss you. It's Monday. So weird that we're not together, isn't it? My gosh. So Monday is usually a gym day. So find something fun to do today, something that gets you active and moving, even if it's dancing or getting outside and taking a walk with someone, okay? I know last week on Friday, I read you this book, Miss Nelson is Missing. Did you like it? I did too. One of my favorites. And I promised you that this week I'd be reading you the next one, which is Miss Nelson Has a Field Day. When I read this one today, I want you to do two things for me, okay? I want you to, number one, listen for the characters. That's easy. What are the characters again? Say it out loud. I want to hear you. Yep. They're the people or the animals that talk in a story. And I also want you to listen for the setting of our story because that's important too. And that's where the action happens, where the story takes place. Like right now, the setting of my story is in my living room because really I can't get out of the house too much. So I bet that's the setting of all of our stories right now, isn't it? In our own homes. So yeah, Miss Nelson is Missing. And this one is Miss Nelson Has a Field Day. And guess what? The same author, Harry Allard, he wrote the words. He's the author. And then James Marshall is the illustrator. He drew all the great pictures in here. So who are some of our characters in the last book we read? Miss Nelson is Missing. Yep, Miss Nelson, that's an easy one. Oh, Miss Viola Swamp. Did you like her? She was a little scary. A little bit, I know. Well, I wonder if she's going to come back in this book. Should we read and find out? All right, here we go. Miss Nelson Has a Field Day. What do you think a field day means? I know we've had one at Mullen before where we went outside, we played lots of fun games, but what do you think field day means? I wonder what it means in this story. Let's check it out. Ready? Here we go. Sorry, getting on the floor to read. Miss Nelson Has a Field Day. Oh, and there's Stella. Say hi, Stella. Saying hi to everybody. Here we go. For some weeks now, gloom had blanketed the Horace B. Smedley School. No one laughed or threw spitballs. No one even smiled. Miss Nelson was worried. Are you feeling like that right now? Is it kind of tough because we're not at school? Yeah, sometimes it's easy to feel a little bit down, but just know we're all in this together and we all miss each other a lot. And I wonder what's bothering these kids. Everyone was down in the dumps. Hamburgers again today. Even the cafeteria ladies had lost their sparkle. Mr. Blandsworth was so depressed, he hid under his desk. It's the worst team in the whole state, he said. Do you see him under there? So I think we met a new character or two so far. So he's talking about a team being the worst. I wonder what he means. Oh, now we're finding out. And it was true. The Smedley Tornadoes were just pitiful. They hadn't won a game all year. They hadn't scored even a single point. And lately, they seemed only interested in horsing around and in giving Coach the business. Why practice, they said. We'll only lose anyway. Uh-oh. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Are you? I wonder who's going to come and help. Let's see. We're in for it now, said old Pop Hansen, the janitor. The big Thanksgiving game is coming up, and the werewolves from Central are real animals. They'll make mincemeat out of our team. What's to be done? Said Miss Nelson. We need a real expert, said Pop. An expert is someone who's really good at what they do and they know a lot about it. That afternoon, while Miss Nelson was grading papers, she heard wild laughter. It was coming from the teacher's lounge. Wonder who's in there laughing. Oh boy. Coach Armstrong had cracked up. I'll make us a fresh pot of coffee, said Miss Nelson. Oh boy, the coach is cracked up. That means he went a little bit crazy. When Coach had calmed down, Miss Nelson took him home in a taxi. You need a nice long rest, she said. The next day it was announced over the PA that Coach Armstrong would be out for a long time with the measles. Who will take his place? Said the kids. Who do you think's going to take his place? Oh boy, let's see. When Miss Nelson passed by Lulu's after school, a serious discussion was going on. We need someone who can really get the team into shape for the big Thanksgiving game, said one kid. Someone who knows how to get results. It's too bad Miss Viola Swamp isn't around, said another. Who? Said a kid who was new in town. You've never heard of Viola Swamp? Said the first kid. The meanest substitute in the whole wide world. She's a real witch. She'd have no trouble getting results. Mr. Blandsworth happened to overhear. He said. Do you see him? He's the principal and he's hearing them, but who's in the window? That looks like Miss Nelson. Let's see what happens. Said Miss Nelson, and she wasted no time getting home. After rummaging around in her closet, she found what she was looking for, an ugly black sweatsuit. Then she made an important phone call. I'll be right there, said the voice on the other end. Wonder who's coming over. The next day, Mr. Blandsworth announced that there would be football practice as usual. Whoever it is, said the guys, let's give them the real business. Oh, that means they're not going to behave for him. Oh, sorry. The doors to Coach's office flew open and out stepped a lady in an ugly black dress. My name is Viola Swamp, said the lady, and I am here to get results. It's Blandsworth, cried the guys, and they laughed him off the field. Oh, rats, said Blandsworth. How could they tell? Just then the guys heard the sound of squeaky tennis shoes. Wonder who's coming. He tried to dress up like the swamp. Oh boy. This is what I was afraid of. I am Coach Swamp, said the lady in the black sweatsuit. Holy smoke, cried the team. The swamp. The team's fullback tried to get away. Not so fast, Smarty, said Coach Swamp. Wow, said one of the guys. Did you see that tackle? Coach Swamp was a real expert. She put the team to work right away. The guys had never done so many leg raises. More, said Coach Swamp. They had never run so fast. Faster, yelled Coach Swamp. This is murder, said the guys. Pipe down, said Coach Swamp. Boy, she's getting results. In only a matter of days, the Smedley Tornadoes were looking better. Coach Swamp really gave them the business. Mr. Blandsworth was a little puzzled, however. Who is that Miss Swamp? He said. Maybe Miss Nelson knows. I'll go ask her. Miss Nelson was busy grading papers when Blandsworth looked in. I don't want to disturb her, said Blandsworth. She probably doesn't know anyway. Down on the field, Coach Swamp was having a little talk with the team. "And don't ever think you can horse around again," she said, "because the swamp will be watching." Okay, wait a minute. I'm confused. I thought that Miss Nelson was Miss Viola Swamp, but oh my gosh. On this page, Mr. Blansworth is looking in and he sees her at the same time that Viola Swamp is on the field. Do you think I was wrong? Were you wrong? Let's see, I can't wait to find out. When Coach Armstrong returned after his rest, he was very surprised what he found. The guys played like a real team. "How did this happen?" said Coach Armstrong. Said the guys. Wait a minute. Who's in that window? I see Miss Nelson, but who's below her? I guess I was wrong. I thought the whole time that Miss Nelson was Miss Swamp in disguise. Things are getting real. I'm going to show you the picture. They all look pretty excited. Who do you see in that picture? I see Mr. Blansworth. Do you see him? Do you see Miss Nelson anywhere? But wait. Who is that next to her? It's Miss Viola Swamp. I guess I was wrong. They're not the same person. Oh, jeez. On Thanksgiving Day, the Tornadoes clobbered the Werewolves 77-3. It was a great day for the Horace B. Smedley School. I guess Miss Swamp did it again. Mr. Blansworth treated the whole team to hot dogs at Lulu's. Miss Nelson went home, tired and happy. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if I should show you this. You're not going to believe it. Do you want to see it? Okay, I'm going to show you. What in the world? Sometimes you just have to get tough, she told her sister Barbara. And by the way, thanks for filling in for me. Any time, said Barbara. Any time. Did you figure it out? Miss Nelson was Miss Swamp, but her twin sister filled in for Miss Nelson and pretended to be her. Oh my gosh, so I guess we were right to begin with, but I didn't know that she had a twin sister who was filling in for her. Crazy. I love that book. Did you guys like it? It was a really good one. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I want to talk to you a little bit about that word expert, like we said. Remember, an expert is someone who knows a lot about something. And I think Miss Nelson knows a lot about a lot of things, don't you? Yeah, she really seems to. Well, I know a lot about you. And one of the things I know is how amazing you are and just how sweet and kind all of you are. And I'm really hoping that you're being sweet and kind at home to mom and dad and your brothers and sisters. And you're thinking about other people and doing nice things for people, because that's really important. And I know you guys do that a lot. You have a lot of great traits that make you so special. And I know I would never have to do what Mrs. Nelson did, right? Because you guys are just always so, so good. So with that, I miss you. I love you. Mwah. Be good. Get outside and play if the weather's nice. And I'll talk to you soon. Miss you guys.